Hello everyone, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. Welcome back to Build a Page. This is also going to be a 30 Days of Sketches layout for day 27 of series 12. I'll share that with you at the end. We are working with the pin that Moira picked for off the board this month. And if you did not see me making my page kits, this month we are combining Build a Page with Off the Board because that's the awesome series Crystal is hosting all month long, and we wanted to be able to participate. I've been on vacation and away, so I haven't been able to do anything, and this was my way of being able to get a little bit of that in while still getting my Build a Page kits at least created. This might be the only layout that gets done, but that's all good. So what I'm doing here is taking this really cute photo of Mr. Jackson back in 2019, and we had just had Barrett. He would have been maybe a month old at the time, not even quite, and we went out. Probably for the first time as a family, actually. We always keep babies home for a little bit before we go out into public. And so, yeah, we went to our local museum, and they had this really awesome dinosaur exhibit thing that we wanted to check out, which, of course, at the time, my Jackson was obsessed with dinosaurs. So this was really cool for him. And before we even went in, they had this little one. I think it's I don't even know what kind of dinosaur it is, but he thought it was cool and he wanted to roar like it. So I snapped the photo and I liked it so much I wanted to highlight it on its own. And that's what the photo's about. I'm making a fun little shaker pocket here with the 2 pieces of vellum that I pulled with my kit and the sequins from Spiegel Mom's Scraps. Just before I forget, if you're interested in purchasing some sequins, you can use my code Christy15. It will give you 15% off in the shop, and we can get some of your own. My plan with this shaker was to go vellum on vellum. So I did the clear vellum on the top and then that bow vellum from Maggie Holmes down at the bottom. I used some fun foam. You saw me just put it around the outside, and then of course around the photo so that the sequins don't go behind the photo, so I'm not like wasting those sequins, if that makes sense. I've done that in other projects, and if you can remember to do that, it's good, because then they're not hidden. They're at least where you can see them, even if they're clustered all down at the bottom. Next up, I decided there needed to be a little bit of mixed media, so I'm going to go ahead and do that just with some acrylic paint, and then I'm using red and orangey yellow to kind of get the idea from Moira's pin of going from the green to the red, yellow, orangey colors over there. I wanted to get that kind of highlighted. The tunnel made me think of circular, and that's where that idea came from. And then from there, I went to 30 Days of Sketches and found a sketch that worked so well, and I was able to draw the inspiration on how to finish it up from there. Again, I'll share that part with you along with the sketch because it's a 2-page sketch with you in my ending little wrap up there. But that is how this one came together. It did come together fast. I was pretty pleased considering I've kind of been off scrapbooking for almost a month now. But it was fun. It was fun to play. It was neat to use up these scraps, and it was cool to get a photo used up that's, you know, a bit older. 2019, I know it wasn't that long ago, but in scrapping wise, it was quite a while ago. So it's nice to have some of these older photos, especially looking at Jackson and how tall and big he is now compared to this photo. He just looks so incy weensy. So let me wrap up and we'll share with you the rest of it now. I finished my layout. I'm so sorry that the rest of it didn't get recorded. It's just been super hot here, and it's hard. It's just hard to record. But you watch me make my shaker pocket, you watch me do the mixed media. Of course, that all gets covered up, but that's okay. It was awesome to use up the shaker pocket and the vellum. So I used the fun bow vellum in the back and then the clear vellum on top. It is hard to kind of see it. I mean, I don't know how well you can see the bows in the back, but they're there, and it was more just using it up than worrying about seeing it. I do have a little bit of it here as well. I have a chunk of it left, but honestly, I mean, I don't even know how old this is, but it's old, and I'm not worried about preserving it. So this is going to get recycled. Got that used up. I used up all of the green straight paper. That was that half piece, so use that. I used the whole strip here and the orange, which was great. Brought in that cut file. I used a little bit of the green. I had to kind of cut it to make it even, and then I trimmed out more. So this is really all I have left. And though it is a decent sized scrap and I could save it, I need to just let it go. So that's also going to get recycled. I did use a little bit of this crepe paper, Maggie Holmes one. I used the yellow for a little sliver here. And then I fussy cut out a butterfly from the back side of it. This is enough that I can still mat a photo. So I will keep this piece. And then I have these two pieces that I didn't end up touching, which is fine. This is all just going to go back into my stash. I was able to use up some of the sequins, not all of them, from the pack. I probably could have finished this one off, but I wanted to pull a few and get them on the outside, so I didn't. And I wanted to be able to shake this enough that you could see it, so I didn't overpack it. I did use the little wood veneers that came in I think it was in the Forget-Me-Not. They got pulled and used on this layout. From my stash, I grabbed this little butterfly and then these little leaves as well, just to kind of give off that, you know, vibe, the dinosaur vibe, I guess, I don't know. And just a little label, a couple labels to finish it off. I was able to make this work with a sketch. I can't remember if I mentioned that in my voiceover. So the sketch was from day 27 of 30 Days of Sketches Series 12, created by the lovely Sean Styles Lahar. And it's a 2-page sketch. I'm hoping that it's popped up and you guys can see it. I really took on the idea of almost like smushing it together. So I've got the circular element and this part here, like you can see in the sketch. Hopefully you can see it in the sketch. I'll pop it back up in a minute. And then I kind of took the other embellishments and kind of smushed them all together, but only using the one photo. But I'm very, very happy with how it turned out. Again, it was all based off the inspiration from the pin from Moira of that the tunnel garden leaves and greenery, which is so pretty. That went from the green over to the red, orange colors, orangey yellow colors. And I did try to pop in those colors within my layout. Thanks for spending some time with me today, and I will see you guys all again soon. Bye, everyone.